Welcome to the Las Vegas Luxury Housing Market Report for May 2026. Historically speaking, May, June, and July tend to be the busiest time of year for the Las Vegas housing market. So while we're just now starting to really heat up, pun intended, let's look back and see how last month turned out before we discuss trends that are forming in both the traditional and the luxury segment of Las Vegas real estate. So without further ado, let's get right to it. Okay, first up, let's check out the traditional real estate market. This represents the vast majority of sales and illustrates the broader market in general. Then we'll transition to the luxury segment and see if luxury real estate is mirroring the broader market or if it's operating independently as it's been for quite some time now. First, let's see how last month's traditional sales went. We sold 1,825 homes. Unlike March, we actually had a reduction in sales versus last year when we sold 1,908 homes. One surprising note, historically, April sales are typically 4% lower than March. Unfortunately, this year, we saw a 7% decrease from March, so not crazy out of the norm, but also not a great sign either. With sales down a bit, let's see what effect this had on the median sales price. As you can see now, the median sales price last month dropped a tiny bit from $475,000 down to $470,000. Again, not a great sign, but really far from a worrying concern. So with sales down and median price down, let's see how our inventory levels are holding up. On the screen now, you can see that our inventory increased modestly by about 4% last month, settling in at about 6,400. This is almost identical to last year when we were sitting on 6,000. But let's take a brief moment to pause on this subject though. While we have almost twice as many homes on the market as we did this same time 2 years ago, this still translates to just over a 3-month supply of homes. Now, considering a so-called balanced market consists of a 6-month supply, even with sales down, we simply don't have much inventory out there. Because of constrained inventory levels, this is why prices have never really decreased over what appears to be a depressed housing market. If sales were to simply return to normal levels, we'd barely have over a 2-month supply of homes. And with rates continuing to hover above 6%, I think it's relatively safe to say that the rest of this year should be pretty consistently even for traditional real estate. Now, before we transition into luxury, let's check out housing absorption by price range. I created this metric to illustrate how different price ranges are performing. Now, for the average buyer purchasing, say, a $500,000 home, their experience could be wildly different versus, say, the buyer of a $3 million home. Truthfully, there's just so much more nuance that goes into it, such as location and many other factors, but this gives us a quick perspective on how different price segments are performing overall. So first up is the bulk of our market, homes priced between $250,000 and $500,000. This increased modestly from last month, from 36% to 37%, meaning more than a third of the homes currently on the market are already under contract. As we increase the price range, the competition tends to decrease. So next we have $500,000 to $750,000. This increased as well from 25% to 26%. But now let's go $750,000 to $1 million. This was flat at 22%. Now for our largest jump, the entry luxury market of $1 million to $1.5 million. This jumped from 17% to 19%. And finally, we have over 1.5 million. This increased from 14 to 15%. So while the available inventory increased this past month, we also have about 200 more homes under contract right now than we did a month ago. All right, now let's talk about luxury. This is where things start to get a bit more nuanced and interesting. First, let's see how home sales over $1 million are performing. Last month, we sold 174 homes over $1 million. For the first time this year, we actually saw a reduction from the previous year. We sold 8 homes less for a 4% reduction. Now, this is where rich and wealthy tend to really part ways. Let's talk sales over $3 million. In a very stark contrast, we sold 33 homes over $3 million last month. This represented a 74% increase over just last year. This is incredible, considering the traditional market was down 4%, I just told you moments ago. So earlier this month, I was invited to an Economic State of Nevada luncheon where economists discuss our local economy. One data set in particular I found really interesting and really telling. So historically, the inflow of residents moving here to Nevada tended to have a lower median income versus current Nevada residents. Now, the median income for people moving to Nevada is substantially higher than the median income level of current Nevada residents. In essence, Nevada is becoming a wealthier state as a result of a migration pattern consisting of wealthier individuals fleeing states such as California, Washington, and New York. With an unprecedented level of multi-million-dollar estates being built right now, this further explains why the ultra-luxury housing market is grossly outperforming the traditional housing market here in Las Vegas. Now, before we go, another couple of just quick hitters. First is average days on market for homes over $2 million. This increased to 70 days from 63 last month. I'll be honest, I hate this metric since it's so manipulated. While this metric tends to be accurate in a hot market, in slower markets, you see homes listed and then relisted multiple times. I was just with clients yesterday showing them multiple $10 million homes that appeared to be on the market for just a couple of months. But once you dig in and pull the history, you quickly discover that these same homes have been languishing for many months, and in some cases, many cases, multiple years. So take this metric with a grain of salt, kind of like price per square foot. Now, last but not least, our months of inventory over 1 million. We increased from 7 months to 9 months. Now, considering the average this time of year in Las Vegas is actually 13 months, we're still looking pretty damn good. Well, that's it for this month, guys. Please stay tuned because I've got some amazing property tours coming soon, including this insane cliffside home for $19 million overlooking the entire Las Vegas Valley. So please support the channel and share this video accordingly. For any questions regarding Las Vegas real estate, please be sure to contact me directly by going to my website or simply looking at the description below. Till next week, deuces.